Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the 10 reasons to consider the Samsung Galaxy A12 in 2022. But I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're brand new, do me a favor, make sure you stay locked into the end of the video, right? But if you're already a part of the crew, I truly appreciate you for coming through. But if you're brand new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and get notified for more videos just like this. But like I said, if you're already part of the crew, salute. But let's just jump right into the top 10 reasons to consider the Samsung Galaxy A12. This is a budget device, and I definitely like this device for a lot of reasons, right? The first reason is the storage. Now, you can get this device at 128 gigabytes of internal storage. You could also get it at 64 gigabytes or 32. Now, I have the 32 gigabytes of internal storage on this guy. And what I really like is that it has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, but it also does have 128 64 gigabyte of internal storage version. So it depends on which model you pick up, right? You could definitely choose between all three. And if you go to device care and you go into the settings option, after you go into there, you're going to see that we do have 64 gigabytes of internal storage on this guy. So I definitely like the fact that they offer a lot of storage on here, because I only used up 44% and the system uses up 12. So out of the 64, you only get taken up 12 from the system. So you have plenty of images, videos, audio, documents. You could also install a lot of different apps on here, and my apps only take up 10 gigabytes. So I definitely think that this device has plenty enough storage so you can use it on a regular basis without having to worry about getting stressed out about using up all the storage on this guy. So I definitely think that the storage is enough at 64, but if you want to update it to if you want to get the version that has 128, they do have a model like that. But you can also get an SD card and move your videos and pictures and stuff like that to the SD card slot as well. But just keep in mind that you won't be able to move like games and things of that nature to it. So it'll let you move the files there, but you just can't move like the actual app to the SD card on there. Now, another reason I really like this device is the cameras on here, and you're going to get a 48 megapixel on the back of this device, which is going to be the main sensor. It's going to be a Samsung S5K GM2 ISOCELL, and it's going to be a 2.0 aperture, which is definitely pretty good for taking in some decent light when you're taking some photos on here. But we're also getting a 5 megapixel wide angle camera. And then on the back of there, we're also getting a 2 megapixel for portraits. But the other thing that people don't know is that they do give you another camera, which is another 2 megapixel, which gives you the option to do, wow, I just ran out of attempts on the fingerprint. Hold on one second. But you do get the option to get 10 times digital zoom on this guy, and I'm going to show you right now. So when you go into the camera settings right here and you're inside of the camera, all you have to do is tap this guy right here, and you can see we do automatically, it takes you straight to the wide angle, which is the 5 megapixel. Then you can actually zoom in with the digital zoom 1 times, 2 times, 4 times, and then you could actually get to 10 times digital zoom on here, which is pretty crazy. So I really like that part about it, right? Because you can get so close up on this thing, and it just lets you take some really detailed you could get really up close when you want to zoom in and stuff like that. It's not going to be the most it's not going to have the most clarity in the entire world when you're taking photos on here, but I definitely like the fact that they give you some range when you want to zoom in and kind of like tune in on an object that you're looking at from a far distance and things like that. But that 48 megapixel is going to provide you all the quality, and then you're going to get the telephoto, or the 10 times digital zoom that people like to call it right here, which is going to give you some really nice zooming in effect. And you also get that 5 megapixel wide angle, so you get a really nice diverse camera on here. But not only that, when you turn it around to the front, you're also going to be able to get wide angle for the portraits right here. So you're going to be able to take the 8 megapixel portraits on here, and you're going to notice that the clarity on here is really cool. You could zoom in as a single face, and then you can also just get your group selfies going on right there. So I definitely like the camera factor on here, that they give you a diverse variety of options on this guy. Now, the third reason to consider the Samsung Galaxy A12 is the fact that this thing is going to offer a long battery mostly about a day and a half, 2 days, sometimes 2.5, depending on what type of user you are. As for me, I'm a heavy user, so I kind of have to plug it in after a day and a half, because I'm always watching YouTube, social media, and I'm also listening to music like throughout the entire day. But I really do like the battery on this guy. I like the fact that it lasts me throughout the whole day, so I don't have to worry about charging it up, and I don't get that battery anxiety, so I'm not looking at the battery every 5 minutes or anything like that. So I kind of like just rest assured, just stop looking at the battery percentage on this thing. And the fact that it offers that 5,000 milliamp hour battery is definitely a plus, because I'm definitely not really stressing out about the fact that the battery will die. It's definitely going to be plenty enough of battery to last me throughout the whole day when I'm actually using this guy. So I definitely like that on this thing. I definitely really enjoy the battery life on the Samsung Galaxy A12. Now, the fifth reason that I like this device, and the fifth reason to consider it, is the actual design of this guy. You're getting that two-tone finish on here, so you're getting that smooth finish on the bottom, but you're also getting that grippy material at the top. It has a really nice design. It's definitely different from a lot of other phones. The fact that they did that makes it stand out. I like the fact that they also put a side-mounted fingerprint sensor on there, which is actually pretty quick. You could pretty much just tap that and it will unlock most of the time. Right there, it does have some delay, but you could just put your finger there, rest it there, and it's going to take about 1.5 seconds. It's not going to be instantaneous, right? But it will have that. It also will have facial recognition on board. So I definitely like the fact that it does have that side-mounted fingerprint sensor, which is pretty decent on here. Now, the sixth reason I like the Samsung Galaxy A12 is the fact that they were able to keep the headphone jack, because a lot of people still like to use that. You could plug different accessories inside of the Samsung Galaxy A12. You could also, use that headphone jack to listen to audio. A lot of people like to listen to their audio still with headphones, with a headphone jack. I don't blame you for that, but some people definitely don't like Bluetooth. So if you're the type of person that likes to use the headphone jack, the 3.5mm headphone jack is definitely going to be on board on the Samsung Galaxy A12. So I definitely like the fact that they did put that on here for this nice budget device for the price. Now, the seventh reason I like this device is the fact that it will get updates on Android 11. It was on Android 10, but the fact that this thing is getting a lot of updates on here is really cool, because they're always going to be updating this device for the most part in the next year or two, and which is really cool. So you're going to get stability of the camera, which is going to be improved. You're also going to get security updates for the device, which is going to improve the overall software and the performance as well, and you're going to be able to fix bugs and other performance issues. So if you did want to install that, you could install that, but I definitely recommend installing the latest security software on the Samsung Galaxy A12, because it's going to make your phone a little bit smoother, and the performance is going to actually be a little bit more improved every time that you use this device. You won't notice any hiccups, stutters, or anything of that nature once you do update it. So let me know if you guys did in fact receive the software update for the latest security patch on the Samsung Galaxy A12 or not. Alright guys, so that update that I just downloaded got me to the November 1st security patch, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty more updates to come right after this one. But the fact that they do push out software updates regularly on the A12 is definitely something that I really do like. One of the reasons you should definitely consider the Samsung Galaxy A12 is because of the security software updates and the Android updates that do get offered on this budget device, which is really cool. Now, I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I definitely like to do on my device when I'm using it is listen to music all the time. I definitely like listening to a lot of music, and this guy provides you with Dolby Atmos, right? So when you're listening to headphones or Bluetooth with the Samsung Galaxy A12, you do have an equalizer that you can fine tune it to your own personal preference: jazz, pop, classic, rock, or custom. And they do give you the equalizer to mess around with the Dolby Atmos, and you get the adapt sound, so you can customize it to your own personal preference and kind of manage the frequencies of the sounds that you do want to hear, tailor it to your own preference. So I really do like the fact that if you listen to Bluetooth headphones or just a headphone jack in general, you do get the option to tailor the music and the way you want to listen to the tracks when you're hearing music and stuff like that. And even like, gaming, you could definitely tailor that to your own personal preference. Now, the number 9 thing that I do like about the Samsung Galaxy A12, the ninth reason to consider it is the fact that you can theme it and customize it to your own liking, right? They have a theme store from Samsung Galaxy, which is offered with the Samsung Galaxy. You know, I don't want to do this. Let me see, continue. They do give you different icons that you can customize, wallpapers, themes, and things of that sort, right? But you can go inside of here. You can kind of find the ones that you kind of want to pick at. They got Zodiac themes. Wow, that's actually pretty sick. But some of these things you do got to pay for, others you don't. But most of them you do, right? But just the fact that they, like all these Zodiac ones, they do cost money. But then they have this option right here for top free themes, which is pretty cool because you can choose between any one of these themes. And there's a pretty decent amount in here. There's about 50 or so. If you do go into, you know, the Google Play Store, and then if you do download something called what's that thing called, Google Rewards, you can pay for most of this stuff for free with the Google Rewards or whatever, because they're going to give you that money when you just fill out surveys and stuff like that. So the themes on here are definitely really cool to customize this thing. I really like the fact that they offer so much customization on the Samsung Galaxy A12 on here. And the last reason is the price. You can get this guy for around $192, or basically like 180 depending on which model you choose. I paid, I think, like 189 for this thing, so it's going to be under $200, but the price is really on point. I really like the fact that it's a budget device, so you don't have to spend a lot of money for such a vast variety of features. You do get the expansion of the storage, but you could only move like videos, pictures, movies, files, things of that sort. But really nice price point for the Samsung Galaxy A12. So these are the top 10 reasons to consider the Samsung Galaxy A12 in 2022. But let me know what you think down below. Make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe and get notified, but I encourage you to do so. And also, if you found this video helpful, let me know down below, and also leave a comment, and I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.